If you can figure out how to define a good work-life balance, can you like tell me how to do it?
Hi, I'm Claudia, and I'm a dawdler.
Hey, I'm Kelsey, and I would definitely consider myself a bit of an overachiever.
A dawdler really enjoys those moments in between tasks. I get things done, but I take my time with it.
I don't think I waste a ton of time because I don't have a ton of time. I have to like schedule everything in. So even like my social life is highly scheduled.
I think a good work-life balance means you are happy with the way you're splitting up your time.
I only do a work-life balance almost out of necessity so I don't burn out.
Hi, my name is Kevin and I am a tracker. I've been tracking every single minute of my time for the past 10 years. And I know that sounds crazy, but think about it this way. If your money is important enough for you to track and time is money, then why aren't you tracking your time as well? This week, I have convinced a couple of my coworkers to track every minute of their time along with me. We are going to be using the iPhone app Now Then Pro, which is a simple time tracker.
We're gonna be tracking pretty much every minute of the day.
The 5 categories are sleep, meals, work, personal, and projects.
Then within each category, we're going to have a number of subcategories, including commute, time spent with friends. At the end of the week, we are going to get together, take a look at our weeks, and see how our work-life balances match up to what we thought.
I'm weirdly afraid. I'm afraid to know that I'm doing too much or afraid to know that I'm doing too little because I feel like I don't know what could really change.
I mean, I volunteer for this video because I do want the data, but I don't really have an interest in having to categorize my time all the time.
My hope is that Claudia and Kelsey will get a deeper sense of how they spend their time and whether or not they have a good work-life balance, however they define it.
So far, I'm not in the habit of changing the app whenever I change tasks. There's like a couple moments where I think I walked my dog and like I didn't track it. I've just normally like done a task and not thought about, okay, this is how I'm choosing to spend my time, every single thing that I do, because every task I'm inputting. It is weird. Now we're walking my dog. You ready? As if you could answer me.
So it's day 1. I don't like it. Surprise, surprise. I kept forgetting to log things and then just being annoyed at myself that I had to stop and go back and grab my phone and re-enter new information. I just don't think I should be thinking about how I spend my time. This is it. This is it. I don't like it. It's what it is. I'm going to bed. I'm tired.
Okay, it is 5:30 in the morning. And the reason I'm up this early is so I can work out, meditate, shower, and draw for an hour before I head into work.
I checked out my stats from yesterday. I slept quite a bit, which was nice. I worked on my YouTube channel. I streamed a lot for Twitch. I don't know, I guess I didn't realize that I kind of essentially did a whole full day of work, extra work a week on Sundays. I don't know how to process some of this data yet.
Day 2 was much better than yesterday because it was a work day and it was a lot easier to record things in the app. Everything was very regimented and I was on set, so I couldn't mismanage my time because it wasn't my time, it was everybody's time. When it's my time, oh man, I can find so many things to not do.
Okay, today's Tuesday, end of day 3. This morning, I drew for exactly an hour. It's really nice because I get all of these things done before I go to work, so the day is already won. And when I get home from work, I don't have the guilt of doing things and working on projects after I'm tired at the end of the day.
I can't help but judge myself for all of the decisions that I'm making every day. And I don't know why I'm judgmental of downtime. I consider it wasting a day. It's just sitting around watching TV.
So I was doing really well vlogging at night. I totally forgot last night. I kind of thought I would be forced to be more productive than I am, and instead I'm just like making a journal of the way I spend my time, but not really making any changes. I thought about putting like cat time. Maybe I should be giving more. He is a relationship. I've been in my car another 10 or 15 minutes on my phone, so I will record that time accurately. Why am I like this?
So I just had the most insane stream I think I've ever had. It's almost 11 at night and I'm finally jumping off. Like when I'm really enjoying how I'm spending my time, I don't regret it at all, which is really, really cool.
Thursday, day 5.
Yeah, I stayed up late last night watching Netflix. I was a little groggy today, but I know why. Another fairly typical day, except for the dental appointment this morning. So anyway, moving on to day 6, Friday. Let's see what happens.
So I've slipped up. It's technically been on work mode since 11 a.m. yesterday. I don't think I'm learning anything. I think I'm just proving who I am.
I woke up. I looked at yesterday's and you want to steal a spotlight here? It kind of makes me feel guilty looking at it. I only did like a little bit of my outside projects. Today I'm going to be doing a lot more errands. The week was interesting. It was difficult, but also eye-opening.
It went all right. I think I was actually much better about remembering and dividing my time than I thought I was going to be. I was like, oh, this is gonna be a disaster. I'm never gonna remember to do this.
The process of tracking my time was a little bit rocky. Some days I was a total rock star at it, and there were a couple days that I totally couldn't remember to switch things.
The nice thing about tracking is that you get to see all of your priorities in black and white. And so you can learn some things about yourself that you didn't necessarily know.
Sleep. Yeah, baby. The church of sleep. Work. See, I worked. Friends. Good. Relationships. Personal projects. That's good. And then relationship. I would say if those are my top 5 priorities, I am happy with that. You know what this didn't have? It didn't have exercise. Wow, I didn't even think about that. I don't have one thing of working out here. Ooh, that's not good.
The biggest amount of my time was spent sleeping. The next biggest is working here at BuzzFeed. Next down from that was just miscellaneous personal tasks. I spent 5% drawing, which is pretty good. My commute takes up 3.9% of my time. I'm sure there's ways that I can make that more productive. I prioritize eating over working out, which feels backwards.
So according to this, my priorities is sleep. Yeah! And then work is second, which I'm not surprised. And then friends is third. Relaxing is fourth, AKA binge watching Game of Thrones. And Twitch is fifth. I think this would be what I want my priorities to be. This was a week I took 2 extra days to myself that I don't normally do. I spend more time getting ready than walking my own dog. I was trying to be better so that the percentages would show that I'm a better dog owner.
If I learned anything this week, it's that my life is very boring. It kind of follows the same pattern all week. Not a lot of deviation.
Did it make me sometimes question certain ways I was spending time when I already knew it was probably a bad idea, like wasting time on my phone? Yes.
Everything, whether I was working too much or relaxing too much, was you're doing it wrong. And at a certain point, I realized I choose all of these things every day because I like them. I crafted my life.
I think a good work-life balance is spending an amount of time on your work that you enjoy, and so that time is really well invested and you're getting the most out of it. It's really interesting to see it on a graph.
A good work-life balance in the end is something that keeps you motivated, keeps you happy. I think the best work-life balance for me is just being aware of how you're spending your time.
Obviously, the people in this video have fairly uncomplicated lives. We're not married, none of us have children, none of us are in school. Your mileage may vary, but the point is that there is no one right way to spend your time. Everybody has different priorities.
I think I don't make a priority to relax or to spend time with friends. And that's something that I have started implementing more in the week since.
I did enjoy the week. I will continue to do it for a while. Am I gonna be a year longer or a decade longer, like Kevin? No.
I think it was an interesting change of how I saw time. It's not just being eaten up by something else. It was an allotted amount of money I could spend how I wanted.
It's an important commodity, and we should continually reevaluate how we're spending it.